everybody, it's me, Michael. I'm just making a little video here showing you how I converted these little Matchbox cars into some really cool Gaslands, Wasteland, Mad Max style death race, just killing machine. Yeah, cool stuff. Anyways, um, on to the video. All right, so first thing we got to do is drill the little posts that hold these things together. So you gotta take a drill, kind of drill that out. It can take a little bit of work, and it's hard to keep it straight, but as long as you keep it straight, it actually works pretty darn well. But it takes a little time, a little effort. That's why it's on the fast forward here. And I'm also taking apart some cheap little construction toys I got at the dollar store because I figure I can use a lot of their parts. So there you go. There's a couple of them taken apart there. And as you can see, I think this scoop is going to look great on one of these. Not quite sure which one yet. It looks kind of cool on the car, but somehow I'm thinking this Humvee here, that's really where I think that needs to go. Um, you gotta admit, that's a nice profile, rather menacing. Um, the other one, the scoop from the little bulldozer, I think is really going to look good on this little Aston Martin here. Check that out. Kind of get an idea of the profile. Obviously, I got to cut off the treads, because those aren't really very usable. Uh, I wish I could. I think it would look great on the sides, but anyways. So I need to get down to cutting this thing apart here. Um, Using the little X-Acto knife actually worked pretty well on the sides, but I forgot inside here there's still more pieces holding it, and I can't really get to that easily with the X-Acto knife. So, time for the Dremel. Okay, so now we're going to super glue that scoop there to the inside of the Hummer. It's a little hard to get it to stick, so I started to use the baking soda trick, which is nice for these kinds of builds because it kind of gives you that it builds up a little bit. It looks like that rusty build up, so when you do the paint job, it actually can look pretty nice. Doing the same thing here, putting a little scoop on the Aston Martin, and so now a couple more things I want to try. Got a pickup truck and got a Jeep. Got some nice off-road vehicles. Not quite sure what to do. I was thinking I might do some sort of a roll cage, maybe a big gun in the back, maybe another big gun in the back here. I mean, it just seems appropriate for these kinds of vehicles. All right, so what I'm thinking is taking this little piece that I got out of one of the construction vehicles, kind of sit it here in the back. See how I kind of got that chair and a good place to maybe put a gun, like just guy with a machine gun sitting in the back firing at the cars behind you. And I saw this other piece off of one of the construction vehicles, and I thought it might make a nice little roll cage here for the Jeep. Um, yeah, I mean it's darn near a perfect fit. Just pretty much just glue it on, and it should be pretty good. Um, I had considered some of these things. I keep looking at this part of the construction vehicle, but I never seem to find like a good place for it or what to put with it. Um, yeah, and I keep wondering if I can use some of these things maybe, but honestly, I think that seat in the back and the roll cage I think are really the way to go. I mean, yeah, that's not going to work, and I'm not sure I got the tools for that. So yeah, let's keep it simple. All right. So we're just going to trim off some of the pieces of this seat and see if we can get that to fit in the bed of the truck here. Using some little wire snips or whatever the hell those are. I don't know, something to cut stuff with, and the X-Acto knife. Just trying to cut some of the pieces off, and there you go. See? Fits real nice. We'll have to find a gun to put on there, but that looks like that'll work really well, I think. Yeah, looks like a comfy spot for shooting people. Not sure what I'm going to use for a gun, but I'll try a few things and figure it out. So there we go. Got the little roll cage on. Got the little seat in the back of the truck over here. So these two are ready. Let's go ahead and move on to a couple others because it's just sort of a piece by piece by piece, and we'll make them all work. So we kind of got those two ready. Let's look at the car here. Let me see. It's a nice little vehicle. I've got a couple pieces I'm considering here. Went to the little bits box, and I've got all sorts of little toy pieces that I've collected from the dollar store. And I think that little engine-y looking thing will look good. And I like this piece here. I'm thinking that might be good on the top or the back or something. Got this little thing that's actually from a power adapter for a computer. All right, so we'll just kind of play with them, see where they look good. I ended up putting this piece on the front, but at the moment here, I'm kind of deciding whether I should put it on the back or the front. And I kind of, in retrospect, think I should have put it on the back. This thing, I ended up putting on the roof right here, like kind of like what we were seeing me play with. And well, that's not going to sit to take a look at, but I ended up using that other piece as the front for the engine, and this just does not fit anywhere, so screw it. Alright, so let's just trim this off. Let's see if we can get this to sit a little flatter on the hood of that car there. Now, other than the car moving, you can get a better idea of what that's going to look like. So, trim that down a little bit more here, and maybe do a little sanding on it here in a sec. Just want to try to, trim it and make it fit onto the hood as smooth as I can. I'm not going to say I did the best job, but, hey, there it is. See, now I got it all glued on the other little piece at the top. And, yeah, got ourselves a little car. So yeah, I'm just going to put weapons on all of these later. Matter of fact, why don't we start looking at some weapons for some of this stuff now that we got the profiles done. So yeah, for the Beetle here, I'm looking at some of these guns, like obviously not the whole thing. That would be ridiculous. Not that these things aren't a little ridiculous in and of themselves, but I'm kind of looking at the front ends of that like maybe I could trim these and attach them to the front. So taking the little craft knife and cutting and cutting, and there you go. See, magically, you cut one and then they both come apart. So these little guns now, I'm thinking I can either do on the hood or along the side, something, you know. But they're kind of the right size for this. They look just about right. So you can mount it right there. Could just do just one of them. Yeah. Instead, I just said the heck with it. Let's just do two of them. We're going to do them on the sides. And as you can see there in the middle, I got that little piece of zip tie. Excuse me. Got a little gas there. Yeah, a little piece of zip tie. And, kind of connects them up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little more texture. But, yeah, I think this one looks pretty good. I probably should have edited that burp out earlier. But anyways, let's go look at this car. I'm just too lazy to do it. This one, I'm looking at just sort of the back end of that, thinking it kind of sits at an angle. I mean, I could do this big round thing, just have like big giant Gatling gun, but I think that's a little much for this. But that little back end there, I could clip that off and sort of attach that and make that look like a gun that maybe somebody can use in the background on maybe sort of a little turret kind of thing. See, isn't that nice? See, now that looks like a comfy seat to go kill people with. Because, I mean, who wants to be uncomfortable when you're killing? That's just... Come on. I mean, this is America, damn it. Want to be comfy with your guns. But I'm thinking I might add a little something else. I got like these little cheapy wheels that came off of some of that construction equipment. So, yeah, slap that on there, and boom, now it's got like an extra little something on the end. They gunnified it a little more. I don't know. It looks cool. I like it. But I still think it needs something else. So I've got the other little piece that came off of the seat, that I had to cut off to make it work. But it looks like a little plate there that you would have to kind of defend, to protect yourself while you're shooting, so you're not taking incoming hits. So yeah, kind of cut that, sanded it down a little, attached it, and look at that. Now we got ourselves some serious gun, sort of pseudo anti-aircraft, shoot the tailgater kind of thing. Anyways, so let's see. I also want to put like some other guns on this, and I'm thinking I might just cut these off and stick them on the side. Like maybe just even cut that in half. And as you can see, that's exactly what I did. I cut it in half, kind of stuck them to the side. They needed a little bit of texture, so again, I kind of gave them the zip tie on the side there to kind of make them look like a little something more high-tech gun. The high-tech gun. With the big gun in the back. A lot of guns. But it's a truck. And I live in Texas. That's kind of what we do. Alright, so we got the Aston Martin here, and I don't really want to mess with it much. So I found this little piece with just a couple little guns, and this other piece that I think also came off of the back of that seat. I can't remember. It was just a little piece of something I cut off. But I thought it might give just a little detail to the gun, make it look like a little targeting thing or something. And, so we'll just put all that together, and ta-da. Looks like I even put another little piece there in the middle. Just wanted to fancify the gun a little bit, but overall I like the profile of this. With just the big ram on the front. James Bond means business now. I mean, he drove Aston Martins, right? I think. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he drove. Anyways, who cares? So yeah, I'm also looking at this little thing. I got a couple of those that I cut off for the Volkswagen. So, but I'm thinking those little sights there, if we cut those off and glue them on, they're going to make great little guns for this Jeep. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Just coming right out the side and just, shoot some people. Get out of my way. Die! 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 Okay, I'm going to go park now. And now this guy, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if I want to give him big guns, little guns, whatever. I mean, this thing, it's so ridiculous. I kind of don't want to use it, and yet it's so over the top, and it's really about the only vehicle I've got that would even look semi-appropriate on. So, yeah, after further thinking, I ran with it. I said, screw it. We're just going to go crazy. Big, giant gun. I'm thinking it's even more like a missile launcher more than a gun. Just fire a big old missile, just blow somebody out of your way. If the wreckage is in your way, you got the little scoop in the front, and you just plow right through them and keep going. Alright, so we got the little red car here finished. Nice big engine. Nice high performance vehicle. Stuff on the back here, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a rocket thing or something, but either way, I'm giving this guy another gun. Just, I don't know what those are on top, but it looks cool. But he needs a gun. So I'm thinking I'll just cut the barrel off of this and just stick it on the side. Just give him like one gun, because he's like overpowered on engines, and I don't know if that's a rocket, booster. I don't know, maybe I'll cut off some of these guns or something, just obviously want to get rid of the handles and the triggers, but those might not be bad. They might be a decent size to fit this. So I think I'm going to run with that. That looks pretty good right there. So I trimmed off the handle and the trigger guard and just kind of put those on there on the front. Added a little embellishment there to the engine. My wife thought the top looked a little off. So that's why we got that little thing sticking off the top. I'm mixed about that too, but I don't know. It all kind of works. I like that it's sort of got a weird Back to the Future, Mad Max. I don't know. And that's just some little floral wire there that I used to kind of connect everything. It just looked like it needed more high power energy connections on it to kind of bring it together, give it style. All right, it's a little hard to see, but I cut out some clear plastic, and I even kind of poked little rivet holes in it, so it looks like it's got rivets. It's hard to tell right now, but once this gets painted, those are going to look like nice little iron welded on shielding. So, on that note, this is where it all kind of comes together. So, let's paint. And as you can see, Catzilla has shown up on the workbench here. But I've also primered a couple of my cars here. Catzilla kind of approves. Some of the other cars you can notice, maybe I have not primered them. That's because I didn't. My wife kind of liked the colors of some of these, and I'm building some of these for her to see if I can get her to play Gaslands with me. And well, there's a little better shot. Catzilla reminded me to turn on the light there because it was getting a little shadowy. And giant cat butt. You're welcome. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I primered these two, which as anytime you see any of these videos and somebody primers stuff, they tend to kind of come together. You get an idea of what the build's going to look like. Some of these other ones, I'm going to have to do a little more hand painting and everything to kind of tie them together, because right now they still look a little more like just junk glued to car pieces. But that's part of the fun of it, is how to make this all look cool when it's just a bunch of crap. Hey, look at that. There's what everything looks like, all pieced together. So as you can see, I put a little screen in on the sides here, and I probably should have done that on more of them. I just did it on the Volkswagen here, but I thought that looked pretty cool. This guy, we already kind of saw him, but let's, he's got a little more paint on him now. Not a lot, but he's starting to come together. And yeah, so you kind of see him from all sides. This is my big dude here. Again, he's got some paint on him now. Painted up the little pieces of plastic on the side like I was talking about, and suddenly now they look like metal. Now a lot of this is going to look better once I add some dirt and some other wash, and Catzilla is very interested. Oh, there he goes. Boom, boom, boom. And anyways, so there's my little Jeep for off-roading and his big monster roll cage. Got his guns painted. Put a little zip tie on the hood there, give a little more greeble to it. The Aston Martin's looking pretty good. Again, this is just the rough painting. All this is going to come together here in a bit, but at least, now you can kind of finally see what these cars are going to look like. And here's the big guy with the big gun in the back. Not sure why I decided to paint him green. Just kind of felt like I want him green. Yeah. Painted the chair there. You can kind of see it's got a little brown, nice leather chair. Again, you want to be comfy when you're shooting people. A little painting on the gun. So there we go. So, I probably should have gotten some video of this, but somehow I didn't record painting it. But as you can see, I have added sort of dirt and rust effects all over it, and did a little black wash to kind of bring out some of the details. Did that on all of these. So yeah, and the way I got this effect here, I actually just ran some paint just right up there off the wheel and onto the side. Just as if it was actually getting kicked up by the actual car driving. Yeah. So here's the Jeep, and I kind of did the same thing. You're not going to see as much of that, but even kicked up some of that mud color up onto the inside a little bit, because well, there's no doors, and that's going to be some messy driving. But you can kind of see it there kicking up the side, just like on the other one. So that's nice. And yeah, see it, all the little dirt and everything on the back. It's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, also, oh, Catzilla's back. See? Yeah, smell my finger. Smell my finger. Smell my finger. Put that back while he's not looking. Cool. Okay, you gotta go away, dude. Seriously, you gotta move. You're not gonna move, are you? Alright, I'm gonna take you down. Okay, we're back. So, this is the little red one, and it really came together once I put the weathering and the dirt and everything on it. It looks a lot more unified, a lot more like it's an actual weird vehicle instead of a bunch of crap stuck together, which it was looking like before all the paint. And God, Catzilla, Jesus, he will not go away. Oh my God, oh, dude, oh my God. Okay, yes, we love you, Onyx. You're a good boy. We're talking cars. You gotta go away. You gotta go away. You gotta go away. Here, there you go. All right, the Aston Martin. Check that out. Whoa. All right, the Aston Martin. I didn't do a whole lot to it. I did a little bit of a black wash, bring out a little of the detail, but mostly just a little bit of dirt. This one I didn't want to have much rust or anything, and even the dirt, it was like it was kind of minimal, but I think in this case less was more. Somehow it just looks nice. I don't know. I like the way this came out. Not much to say. I just like it. Now here's the big boy. Yeah, if you look at this, you'll notice it. You can even see like some dirt and stuff inside the. Wait, why am I? Wait. This is future me trying to narrate past me. I don't know why I was putting that back, but look at that. You can see dirt there inside the scoop. You know, and I did the same thing. You know, and just kind of weathered up the dirt and mud along the sides. You know, tried to make those little armor plates look a little more weathered, rusty. Dry brush some highlights of some silver to kind of bring out the worn metal look. Did that on all of them, not just this one. But yeah, this one I think came out really. God, cat, Jesus. All right, just go away. That's not working either. All right, and finally, here's my last one. And he really looks like he's just been out mudding and, you know, shooting deer with an anti-aircraft gun, as Texans are wont to do. You know, because America. Anyways, yeah, I really like the way that came out, and Catzilla just teleported away. That was amazing. The cat, I can't get over him. Just a trippy cat. Love my cat, though. Anyways, that's how that one came out. Nice little mud on the tires and everything. And boom, boom, boom. Shoot a possum. Yeah. I crack me up sometimes. So, but I really like the way the gun came out. I like some of the scratches on the gun, some of the little metal pieces, you know, some of the shine of the metal. I think that came out really nice. And I think that's it. That's my cars. Tell me what you think. So yeah, if you think there's anything I could have done differently, better, something worse, if there was something I did that you thought was really cool, let me know. I'm curious. I'm just kind of getting started in this. As you can see in the background there are 3 other cars. Those were my first ones. I didn't do any video on it. I don't know, maybe I could post some pictures of them or something. But yeah, I'm new to this, so I'm curious on your thoughts, you know, positives, negatives, and recommendations. Anyways, hope you all like the video. Like, subscribe, all that bull, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I hate saying that. It's just, anyways, love you. Bye.